Hello everyone! Welcome to On a Budget, Off-Grid, Expat Life in Barcelona. I am truly happy to have you join me on this another adventure. And I want you to know that your presence means so much to me. Now and then, while sitting on my humble kitchen, I wonder if the world even notices the quiet ones. The ones who turn off the lights, kettle warming on the butane flame, who choose warmth in small ways instead of big machines. The ones who live softly, even when everything around them feels loud. I used to think how a life so simple can still feel so expensive. If you live in Spain, wherever you are now, maybe you understand that feeling too. That strange weight of an electricity bill that rises even when your consumption falls. So, welcome. Let's breathe together for a moment and look gently at why this is happening. Lately, I've been thinking about how strange it is that even when we use less, we still pay more. Electricity bills rising, fees stacked on top of fees, as if simplicity has become a luxury instead of a choice. I look around my neighborhood, sometimes lights glowing in gardens all night long, washing machines humming every day, heaters blasting through the winter, and I think we're all living on the same mountain, but not in the same reality. Some people take from the system without hesitation. Some of us try to give back by taking less. And the world doesn't always reward the second group. But still, we choose it. Across Europe, many countries have seen their electricity bills fall. France, Germany, Italy, Portugal, their prices have softened, stabilized, even drop. But here in Spain, the numbers keep climbing. Not because we're using more, but because the structure of the bill itself is heavier. Almost half of what we pay isn't for the electricity we actually use. It's for fees, taxes, grid charges, and the long history of how Spain built its energy system. It's a quiet burden, one that doesn't show up in the light bulb you turn on, but in the fine print you never asked for. There's a kind of discipline in living simply. Not the harsh kind, not punishment, more like a gentle agreement with yourself. You come to appreciate the silence of a home without machines. You become in harmony with the rhythm of boiling water for a shower, the gentle feeling of washing clothes by hand in a basin, and the comforting glow of a single light at night, along with the warmth of a mat heater as you sleep. You discover that comfort doesn't always come from power. Sometimes it comes from awareness, from choosing what you really need and letting go of what you don't. Yet, the fixed part of the veil stays the same. And that's where Spain differs from much of the EU. In Spain, the bill is divided into two worlds. The part you control, your consumption, and the part you don't, the fixed charges. Other countries tie more of the cost to actual usage. Spain ties it to the system itself. The grid, the taxes, the historical debt, the maintenance, the distribution, the choices made decades ago. And yes, at times, it's tiring. Once in a while, it feels unfair. But there's also a strange kind of freedom in it. So even when you live softly, the bill doesn't soften with you. When you live lightly, you notice things. You notice the voltage dropping at night because someone nearby flagged in too much. You see garden lights shining until the morning, washing machines going every day, and heaters buzzing during the winter. You can hear the transformer struggling, and you observe the imbalance. Perhaps you've wondered, as I have, why those who consume the most seems to feel the least. But the truth is, their excess doesn't lower your bill, but it doesn't raise it directly either. What it does is strain the system. The transformer, the lines, the grid, and those repairs, those losses, those incompetence, they become part of the national peace that all of us pay. It's a quiet imbalance, one you can feel even if you can't see it. Here's something I remind myself. Their choices don't define mine. Their excess doesn't erase my intention. And even if the system doesn't reward it, living with awareness is still valuable. It keeps you connected to what's real. The mindset shapes you and grounds you. And yet, even with all this, I still choose to live simply. Not because it saves money, sometimes it doesn't. Not because the systems rewards it, it rarely does. But because simplicity feels honest. It feels grounding. It feels like a small act of resistance in a world that constantly asks for more. There's a quiet pride in knowing that your comfort doesn't depend on excess, that you can live with less and still feel whole, that your peace comes from awareness, not consumption. And maybe the world needs more people like that. People who live gently, people who notice, people who care. Thank you for sharing this moment with me. Take a deep breath, feel your feet on the ground, and remember, living lightly is still living fully. Wherever you are, I hope the quiet finds you, and I hope you let it stay. Take care of yourself and wear a small smile to the world. Someone out there needs the lights you carry. Remember, self-care is important. So, embrace the little joys in life. Your happiness can brighten your day and lift those around you.